Obviously, all of the elders do not know what they're doing. Why aren't they obeying God through me? And they have the nerve to send people to say that to me, to yell it across. And right now, it occurred. Every American in the last, we'll say about 100 years, with sense, knows that white and token minority social clubs come together to harass people and like people to sound like them. Their despicable propaganda, kind of presidential speeches, utterly disgusting. I'm part white and part black. If I cannot say this, who the hell can? Should we do genetic tests of all white people, make sure they're 100% white before they criticize white culture? That is sickening, especially when in this nation it is forced on everybody. It's either a white culture other people are in or a response to it like ghetto culture. Even the language is said to come from poor white people, the motherfuckers and things like that. It is despicable. Again, I tell you, and I refuse to ever budge on anything that's true, especially this. Everybody in America with sense, since in the last 100 years, knows beyond any doubt that white fraternities and social clubs and government groups harass people and then gaslight them. They say, we didn't do that, and take your meds, right? It's the whistleblower effect, the Martha Mitchell effect. They failed the Rosenhan experiment. I can go on and on. There is no excuse for ignoring the 22 witnesses in this case that I have on a playlist on this channel and others. I have on a playlist the soda that I was drinking. It doesn't go down the straw. How many of you have ever in your lives had soda that you were drinking stay in the straw with no soda beneath the straw on the top? So above the lid, the soda staying on the top, then there's a gap right there. That never happened to me, not even once, until it was obvious. Until well after it was obvious they were covertly poisoning me. Not even once. I would love to hear your testimonies in that regard. It doesn't happen. The evidence is clear. It calls for an investigation. It calls for an investigation with many groups. None of the members should be in secret societies or social clubs. It calls for body cameras in the investigation and live streams, because we cannot trust a government that pretends that fraternities and social clubs don't harass people just because they're rich and they're politicians and they're corporate CEOs and the who's who of this corrupt society. Every nation in the world is corrupt. I shouldn't have to say that to overkill my right to point out that this is happening. My right for all law enforcement paying attention to launch an investigation themselves. I should not have to file a report when countless members of law enforcement are aware of what's going on. People that train to shoot a gun who worked out without a speck of masculinity, without a speck of heart, without a speck of honor. Despicable. How many of them go to church or are martial artists? Despicable. How many of them have children? That's what you tell your children. Truly, I tell you, your children are better off with you dead, knowing that you manned up, not with you alive as a bitch. And if you don't know that, my God, if you don't know that, that's very unfortunate. So yes, Will Smith was right to slap the shit out of fucking Chris Rock. That goofy little bow tie, Masonic looking sniveling worm. He was right. And society's dead wrong to have expected him to be emotional and apologize to people. Dead wrong. Your Bible is incorrect on that topic. Did David turn the other cheek when he faced Goliath? The root and the offspring of David, not some sniveling scribe who doesn't understand his own book, writing things in a way that's confusing on purpose so Romans and neo-Romans could abuse people, especially sexually. 1 in 4 children, 1 in 4 girls are abused, 1 in 9 little boys. I demand a federal investigation. I demand justice. And if I do not get it in the afterlife, I will be waiting for all of you people. So you're not just betting against me. When you say, so what, he said that. You're saying, so what to God. Know that 100% for sure.